Hello everyone, this is FDV's vladerag here to bring you game number 5 of our tournament qualifiers. Today we're going to be seeing TheFollower as our purple Protoss in the bottom left versus Ghostking as our yellow Terran in the top right. The map is Neoplanet SLE, and while they're getting started, I'd like to make a few announcements regarding some of our content on YouTube. Basically, so far all we have up are these tournament qualifying matches, and they are, I find them interesting. That doesn't look entirely walled off, but you don't really need to wall in versus Protoss, so it's not really much of an issue. Regardless, we're going to be having a new series coming out called Learn to Play, in which I will be going over some of the basics of economy and production and army management for people of Silver to Bronze League sort of level play. Basically, our mission statement will be to make Bronze League heroes stop. Hopefully we'll never make that statement come to fruition, because Bronze League heroes is hilarious. Anyway, getting back to this game, the map is Neoplanet SLE, a map that favors Zerg, which is not a problem, and because there are no Zerg here. Or rather, I should say I feel it favors Zerg. I really did badly against Zerg on this map last season, to the point where I vetoed it in this one. Maybe that's just my own failure, so, who knows. What I do know is that probe, I think, is out of view of Ghostking. We'll find out. Yeah, he does not know that probe is there. That is very dangerous. There are few things more dangerous than having a probe in your base. If the follower is thinking, he'll throw down a pylon here and maybe go for a 4-gate. We have not seen that out of any of our Protoss players thus far in the tournament. I would actually really enjoy seeing it too. Just sort of a crazy thing to happen. We are seeing 2 racks out of Ghost. I do like this on this map. It can be very aggressive, very strong build. Gateway with Zealot coming out. Everything's going as planned. Rodrigo, the purple cow, is wandering around the mineral lines of a Protoss encampment. Why? We don't know. He just likes to. And we do have a forge going down, sort of like Ghost, and then they're both thinking they're facing Zerg with a wall off, and I guess sort of a forge fast expand. Gateway first? I don't know. Never sort of seen that before. Let's see, we do have a couple of Marines, a few Marines moving out. I don't think they'll be able to do much. My estimation is that if he is going for something like a Forge Fast Expand, the cannon will be going down shortly. Even if he wasn't planning to, yeah, there's a Cybernetics core and another pylon. Oh, no, there is a Photon Cannon coming down. But even if he hadn't placed those down, the Zealot, I'm going to say, could probably kill all 3 Marines. Zealots just murder Marines without some sort of basically, unless they have combat shield, or not going to murder those Marines. This is a pacifist Zealot. It does not fight. It's taking up Buddhism. Yes. What we do see here is yeah, he's going to lose his cannon. Probably should cancel that quick. Don't know if it was canceled, because of course this is peep mode, and peep mode can be strange, hence, you know, glowing purple cow. These Marines probably should be turned around. Yep, there we go. There's no way they're going to get past those cannons, and that Zealot, whose shields have recharged, lost a little bit of health. Not going to be much of a problem for him. Almost no workers on the field for Ghost. Really needs to work on that and get his orbital command. We never seem to see orbital commands. It really bothers me. I don't know, it's just sort of I guess it's like a Bronze League Heroes. I can't do that voice. It's one of those things. We do see him scouting around his base, finds that probe. Sort of sad that he did. I really wanted to see that probe be used for something. Yeah. So just cannons and Zealots. I mean, here's the reason you don't want to do this versus Terran normally. Cannons have a range of 7. This distance here is probably like a range of 2, I want to say. Yeah, 2. I think forges are, they're either 2 this way, 3 this way, or 2 by 2. They might be 3 by 2. I'm not sure. But if we even say that this is 2, a Marauder here can hit this without being hit by the cannons. And then your zealots, unless they are on hold position, I can't really tell. I'm going to assume they are, based on the initial opening shots. They will come out to attack and just get murdered in this nice concave, this nice arc that the Terran army will be standing in. Although, honestly, if they're standing like this, they're pretty stupid, because you can just sit Stalkers up here or Colossus and murder them. And isn't that always lovely? Now, let's see, we're looking at a Marine heavy count. He does have gas. Not sure what he will be spending that gas on. We do not... Oh, no, never mind. Reapers, interesting choice, one that I do like, especially since he knows, and he's scouted the cannons, he knows he is not going to have a huge amount of gas, or even a huge amount of tech with which to deal. He is rushing for Colossus. Not the safest route. Right now, a good Marine Marauder push would definitely break through this. Unfortunately, Ghost does not have the worker count or the orbital command to support that. Which means that Follower will be able to rush straight for Colossus. That Observer will get a lucky scout out on those Reapers, but there is not much he can do about it since he does not have he doesn't even... Does he have a Warp Gate? Oh my god, he does not have Warp Gate. What? You can't toss without Warp Gate. I mean, if you, okay, look, I don't care who or what you are or what your plan is or anything that you're doing. If it's 11 minutes into a game and you don't have Warp Gate, you're doing toss wrong. You're just doing Protoss wrong. You get Warp Gate. It's the single best upgrade in the game. There is nothing better than it. Nothing. Nothing, not even stim, nothing. Okay, now that angry rant is out of the way, we are still seeing these Reapers continue to harass. They're not doing much. He really should be focus firing the probes. He's not going to be able to kill this cannon, I don't think. This one will finish and kill them off before they kill this one. So not really a problem. He wants to focus fire on those probes. These Reapers will be able to kill probes in... I want to say, maybe like 2 seconds each. They'll just keep killing them. So this is actually really annoying for Follower. On the other hand, he is still much better off than Ghost, having his 2 bases, having way more workers despite the harassment, having way better tech. We are seeing double Colossus production probably. Yeah, double Colossus production and a Stargate coming down. Now he is able to, since he has no Warp Gate and only one gateway anyways, he pretty much is using what would normally be fueling, 8 to 10 Warp Gates and a Robo and upgrades, and he's just pouring it all straight into the tech units. That means he's going to have a really high Colossus count, like 90% of his supply is going to be Colossus. And since Ghost seems to have nothing but Marines, that's going to work out for him. We are seeing 2 factories come down and another barracks. I would really love to see add-ons on these barracks, and, not being supply blocked would also be fantastic. He does have his orbital command finally, but he does not have a mule coming down. Okay, here's the next thing. If you get an orbital command, you want to use it. Otherwise, you're just wasting time that could be spent building SCVs. You're not doing... If you look... Oh, there's a scan. Okay, good. There's a scan. The scan's going to reveal... Yeah, and pretty much nothing. These Marines can take this with heavy losses, but they can take this, especially targeting down that pylon. Well, actually, no, that's not going to do anything at all. Targeting the pylon was actually a terrible mistake, because that pylon will just heal it. Well, not heal it, it'll keep them there, and then he sees the Colossus, or the Coloxin as Day 9 would have it. Now, what will his response be? We are seeing no add-ons, which, much like Warp Gate, if you have no add-ons... Oh, there we go. But again, if you have no add-ons until the 15-minute mark, and you don't have your orbital command until, like, what, a minute before that, you're doing Terran wrong. And there's some more photon cannons coming down. Honestly, would have preferred to have seen a couple more gateways instead. I mean, a few gateways and warp gate, because Colossus are great units, but they're very fragile units. They might not seem fragile, but trust me, when you're playing Protoss, they seem like they're made of glass. We are seeing a lot of tech labs. This is something very commonly seen out of Ghost. He seems to eschew reactors in favor of tech labs, not really an uncommon choice on the factory, unless you're going for Hellbats, which would not make too much sense versus pure Colossus. And, well, pure Colossus Immortal. Pure Colossus Immortal Void Ray. Yeah, so they're not going to have any use. I do like tanks. Tanks will be very useful. They're very strong versus Colossus. And Colossus balls in general. First, they are the only ground unit that outranges the Colossus. Second, Colossus being so massive, you'll notice right here, they are actually standing over the Zealots. Things will cluster over the Colossus, so the splash damage of the tank hitting the Colossus is even greater. It's very, very important when playing versus Protoss to remember that. Now, I do believe that this gateway is completely walled in, so even if you were to produce out of that, because he does not... Oh, wait, no, there is Warp Gate. It is coming down. Guess I missed that. Probably should have my production tab on. There we go. We are seeing +1 come down. +1 weapons will be finished. That will be a huge difference because that will greatly increase Colossus strength. And we do see a push out. Now, normally this would not be smart. He has almost nothing to defend the Colossus from a Marine Marauder ball stimming up to them. But Ghost doesn't really have any forces to stop him. So yeah, this is not good for Ghost. This is not good. Oh, yep, and looks like he will probably die right here. Not much that can be done about it. There, oh no, there are the tanks. 4 tanks. He might actually be able to pull this off. I'm not entirely sure that this can beat that. Maybe if he pulled the voids around, definitely. Oh well, we'll find out. He's going to good idea to micro the Colossus away. Immortals will definitely be able to hold out much better versus siege tanks with their hardened shields, and the void rays do make short work of that. And this is the end. We should see a GG or not. I mean, he can't escape this one, unfortunately. We will be seeing all of his workers die. Is controlling them? Nope, that is the end. And there ends the game. The Follower is our winner, and Ghostking has lost once more.